Hello. Welcome to another thrift flip. I bought this dress a few years ago on Amazon. It's cute, but I don't love the way it fits anymore, so I decided to flip it. Now you might ask, why put all the work into flipping a dress, a cheap, fast fashion dress, when you could just get rid of it and buy new? Well, there were 3 reasons. Reason 1, if I threw it away, it would end up in a landfill. Reason 2, if I donated it, it's fast fashion and probably wouldn't do well in a thrift store and would likely end up in a landfill. And reason 3, the fabric is really pretty and it has pockets. Right now, the dress has this weird neck ruffle and an empire waist that looks terrible on me without the belt tie thingy. To start out, I used my seam ripper to separate each part of the dress. This fabric has been shirred for maximum stretch, so it's back to the seam ripper. This is going to take a while. Here it is, and here is the pile of shirring elastic. To flatten the bodice, I brought out my old friend, the iron. I created these pattern pieces from a different dress I own. I did some adjusting to maximize my fabric, then cut out the pieces. I attached the lining pieces, and then attached the front bodice pieces. At that point, I decided to make some coffee, and then got back to work. I attached the bodice, front, and lining, right sides together along the top edge, and then understitched the lining. I decided I needed more fabric, so I cut off the bottom of the skirt. And then I cut this other part off because after seam ripping all that shirring before, I decided I wanted some after all. I hand wound my bobbin with the shirring elastic and began sewing in straight rows over and over until I had a nice stretchy panel. I cut the original back bodice in half and then began attaching all of my front and back bodice pieces. I did a French seam on the underarms and then decided that this would be a 2-piece dress, using the strap from earlier as a waistband. I ironed it and top stitched it so it laid nice and flat, and then attached it to my bodice, right sides together. I cut off the excess seam allowance and did another top stitch. I reused the original straps, I reused the bottom of the skirt to create a waistband. I used elastic to create a gathered look at the top of the skirt, and I attached the skirt to the waistband. I closed up the back seam and added some snap closures from a previous project. Then I hemmed the bottom. I tried it on over my clothes to test the fit. Though a dress over sweatpants is definitely trendworthy, I wasn't loving the look of the skirt, So once again, I cut off the bottom of the skirt to create a ruffle. After removing those pesky buttons, I used a basting stitch to make some gathers and attached the gathers to the bottom of the skirt. Finally, I removed the rest of the buttons. The supervisor had to sacrifice her top floor office for the photo shoot, but I don't think she minded because the dress was done. I noticed my plant's yellow pot matched perfectly with the yellow in my dress. It's not every day that a girl and her plants wear coordinating outfits.